Hello and welcome back to a second David 67 Celtic News YouTube video of the day. This is going to be a wee highlights video, extracts and stats and analysis of a player that Celtic seem to be very actively scouting at the moment. A player called Alvyn Sanches, a 21-year-old Swiss under-21 international, currently playing for FC Lausanne in the Swiss Super League, and he is said to be a player that Celtic scouted several times over the last season, and that Celtic and Lausanne are on the verge of starting negotiations and discussions regarding Alvyn Sanches coming to Celtic, and he looks like a player who could play the number 8 role, the number 10 role, and could well be a direct replacement for Matt O'Reilly and a rival for Hatate, Bernardo, McGregor, Iwata, Home, etc. in the midfield positions for the season coming. As is usual, what I've done is I've had a wee look through the scouting videos available through YouTube and have taken some extracts along with copyright disclaimers for one of the particular scouting channels, Ultras FC TV, and there are several other videos available which also give highlights of Sanchez for the last couple of seasons. So have a wee look at this extracted highlights video, and then we'll have a wee chat about his stats and his my own analysis of him as a player. So hopefully you enjoyed those highlights. Now, Alvyn Sanches, as I was saying, 21-year-old, plays for FC Lausanne, 7 under 21 caps for Switzerland with 3 goals. He's established himself as a first choice regular for Lausanne in the last couple of seasons and made his debut for them 3 years ago as an 18-year-old and was seen as being the star standout player for FC Lausanne last season in a rather average campaign for them. He's under contract with Lausanne for a couple more years to 2026, and the apparent asking value for him is £4.3 million, which does sound maybe a wee bit on the high side for a young Swiss player yet to break into full international duty. However, he does appear to be on many people's lists as being one of the up and coming young stars of European football. Just looking at his stats for the last season with Lausanne, 27 games for them with 6 goals and 4 yellow cards. He did actually have a couple of months out in the middle of the season for November through to February with a knee injury, but did seem to come back and play well again for Lausanne after the knee injury. Over his whole career for Lausanne, 84 appearances, 14 goals, 7 assists, 14 yellow cards and 1 red card. And he's also had a number of games for Lausanne under 18 and reserve team football. Now, my own thoughts of him as a player, he seems a very left-footed player. However, looking through his other stats, he does have a number of goals with right foot and with headers, and he does actually appear to be a very two-footed player in the end, although very much prefers to play left-footed first, much like Matt O'Reilly, but his ability to pass and shoot and cross right-footed appears to be good as well. Now, he does actually appear to be able to mix it well in midfield, strong in the challenge when he wants to be, able to hold off challenges, good tackler, has about a 50-50 record of winning tackles in midfield, does seem to go to ground rather a lot, and does successfully win quite a lot of direct free kicks around the goal box, and also a regular penalty winner for Lausanne as well, although isn't noted to be a penalty taker. Has pretty good pace for as well, really good, I think, first touch and control of the ball. Plays predominantly down the right hand side, coming in with his left foot and plays through the middle, although can equally play down the left side, but for Lausanne primarily has played on the right and through the middle. His stats do show him to be a very, very good short passer with very excellent ratings up in the 90s, and even his long ball pass rate is about a 2 and a 3 success rate, which is good for that sort of stat. His season-long rating for Lausanne was 6.99. So again, a pretty decent rating in a team that was having a bit of a struggle in the Swiss Super League. And overall, he does look like a pretty decent player for Celtic. I think at 21, still has the capacity to grow a wee bit, maybe not so much in height, but certainly in physique and muscle bulk, etc. Listed as 5'10" to 5'11" in height, and so again, a player quite reminiscent of Callum McGregor and Matt O'Reilly. In terms of teams who are said to be looking at him, Celtic certainly seem to be the top of the list in terms of quality teams. Also said to have been a player that both Coventry and Stoke in the English Championship have been looking at, and there's said to be interest from several unnamed Dutch, French and German sides. It would appear as yet there's not been any actual formal talks or negotiations, and it is thought possibly that the 4.3 million asking price for Sanchez may be a wee bit of a stumbling block for Celtic, based on the fact that he is yet to play international football. Personally, I do see him as being a good option for Celtic. I think 4.3 million, probably the top end of what we would expect for him. I think he has the capacity to come in and be a Matt O'Reilly replacement, come in and be a player to challenge Bernardo Hattati and Home and so on, assuming that Paulo Bernardo's transfer talks come to fruition over the next couple of weeks. So what I would say regarding Alvyn Sanches, definitely a player for us to watch out for. It may well be over the next week, 10 days, towards the transfer window opening a week on Friday, that Sanchez's name and the talks regarding him and his transfer from Lausanne get hotter and hotter. So do feel free to pop in your own comments regarding what you feel yourself. Do have a wee look at the other scouting videos and stat sites on the internet to see what you feel yourself. And as always, if you have enjoyed the video and you like the style of the channel, please do click that subscribe button. Getting the numbers pushing up towards 600 would be great. And as always, do click that like button if you like the video. And as I said, comments, as long as they're polite and informative and part of nice Celtic fan debate, do feel free to pop those into the comment section. So that's us finished for today. More videos over tomorrow and the rest of the week. And so goodbye and hail, hail.